The future is asking more of us. Field reading week 31. In week 31 and in the end of week 30, I have spent my time in 71 degrees north in Mehamn, Gamvik, Kjøllefjord, where the nature is raw and strong. And I have met so many amazing people. Wow! And gone deep into different stories, and it has been a lot of art, different culture, different tradition, different countries. So I have met a lot of people that do different things. And what surprised me the most was an invitation I myself got. And it wasn't, some years ago it was familiar to me, and then I thought, okay, no, that will require so much of me. But the invitation for week 31 is the future asking more of us. So I had an invitation, and when I share the invitation, it is a reflection back to you. What is the invitation in your life? Because I know that you will meet people and they will say, this is a good thing, that is not so good. And you will watch television, you will meet something, and behind all what you hear and everything you meet, there is an invitation for something bigger. Because what I am invited into, it feels a little bit overwhelming. I will not go into what it is, because in this month, August, I need to go deeper and find out a lot of things. So I won't share it because it is big and it requires me to move from where I live now. So I have gone deep to find out how can I really step up to what the future is asking of me. And there are a lot of things. It's like my personality wouldn't choose this, but it is kind of the bigger picture that is asking something of us. And I say this because what has been in this week 31, it is chaos around the world. Even though I have been at 71 degrees north and I have met just amazing people, it's just sunshine and everything has been amazing. I actually think that this is the best vacation, the best holiday I ever have had. I have met so many amazing people that I'm wow, wow, wow. And you will meet a lot of them in podcasts that will come. So I have seven different podcasts from people I met in 71 degrees north. But what's happening all around the world? We can say, first of all, what's happening in Norway. A person named Olav Tufte died from heart. His heart just collapsed. No sign, and he just died. And people say, well, this is the vaccination, and now we have to wake up. And it's a lot of debate, and it has brought up a lot. And his wife and children is asking for money for the education, and the education system in Norway is actually very good because it's almost for free. So it's kind of, why do they ask for money that when we have this good system? So a lot of stuff, underlying stuff is coming up because people are doing things different. And it's like, why do they have so much money? Because Olav Tufte was a known person and he had a lot of money going on, and when he died, why they ask for more money? So this is coming up in Norway. And what we see in Spain, this is crazy, because it is 60,000 people from Morocco that has invaded Spain, and they say, we will take over Europe. You need to understand the Islamic religion. So during 2027, we will take over Europe, because now you need to understand what Allah really is about. So this is frightening for a lot of people, and some say that it is a lot of story about what's happening in Spain, but it is a big wave of people just invading Spain. And yes, it will affect all the world. And what's happening in Iran, that has happened now for months, Trump and the war, and he said it would be for a short time, now we say it's escalating. So if we see all around the world, it is crazy. It is so crazy. And when it is crazy, this is an invitation for us to really step up, even to a higher version of ourselves. We can do so much better. So what I'm asked to do, it will challenge me. It will give me a lot of experience. And even though I didn't see this kind of coming, I have done several meditation in end of week 30 and the beginning of 31, asking the higher guiding, what are you asking of me? And I'm so amazed because everything is connected. The spirit of area is connected, people are connected, nothing is coincidence. So what it revealed to me, what I can say it revealed, it is about shamanism and it is about living authentic, because all human, the inherent, if we go to what we have in our essence, we are all shamans. We have all a deep wisdom connecting to Mother Earth. We listen to Mother Earth, we listen to the universe, we listen to the trees, we listen to the animals, to the birds, to the fish. We can listen to everything, to the rivers, to the mountains. And we are invited to go back to how we lived many thousand years ago, when we knew that we were an expression of our habitat, because we are connected. We are, this avatar we live with, it is connected to where we live. We feel our surroundings. So this is one aspect of it, even though I don't want to go into detail of it. But I say this because you are invited to step up. Maybe you have thought about being a teacher. Maybe you have thought about becoming a voice for someone, or be more creative, or I don't know. It can be a lot of things. But this is also important because I didn't think about this. I didn't think about what I am invited into. I haven't thought about it. But I know that I have the skills to do it differently, that I can change a society, and that I can change a big community by doing this. And I know that I will meet a lot of resistance, but I know also that I have all what it is required. And I have heard that a lot of people wanted to do it, but they are stopped because it is a system around that understand that this isn't for everyone, because this really requires something of the person that's saying yes to this task. And I know that I'm that person. It's not that I'm better than anyone, but we all have unique gifts. So when you go deep into your deep gifts, and then you understand, oh, I can actually do this, I can actually do that. And maybe some of you listening know something about what is happening in Spain. Maybe a lot of people is deep into religion, is deep into politics, or in a new way, because all old system is collapsing. What is happening in Spain, all the religious belief we have lived with, they are collapsing, and we see kind of cramps, kind of, we want to hold on this is the right thing. It's like some of the Sami people that our tradition is the best, and someone in other tradition like Islamic and religious, or everyone is saying my tradition is the best, you have to do it my way, you have to do it my way. I have heard so many saying, and even politics and even health system and medicine, it's tradition also. So it is thought program that are corrupted actually, because they are toxic. We have so much programming that is toxic. Yes, this is a mosquito in my ear. So it is reminding me of this. The mosquito shows me pattern that we have been in hamster wheel of our programming, and we think that, well, we are born into the right programming. Well, if we have been born into the right programming, why have we seen so much war? And what is happening, the way that they have, if I see what's happening in Spain, they have went into shops, ruined the shops and doing violent things. it is not, it is a war in itself. So we know that 2027, 2028 will be ugly. You will see a lot of ugly thing. And if you go into the shift that this ugly thing is for me, how can I make a change? Because for this mosquito was so, yeah, I know, you really, mosquitoes down here, it's not so often it is mosquito, so it's kind of, it is persistent. This old pattern is resistant. It wants to keep doing it. It's fighting for its survival. So the old programming, the old religious belief, the old tradition is fighting for its survival. So how can we do it better? The only thing we can do is to raise our consciousness, is to raise our frequency, and to become spiritual. Spiritual means that you, as I say, I have meditated a lot. And driving to, we drove 11 to 12 hours from Tromsø to this 71-degree north. When I say that, I have to mention another piece, because before we went on our holiday, me and my husband, I said, give something, show us something that is supportive for us, because we felt both that we wanted to go in another direction or do something different, but I had no idea. So the invitation this week is to go deep. I invite you to go deep, because what is happening now, we are in a collective hero's journey. I have spoken a lot about it, and it is only you. But even though, because I remember when I got this invitation in 2015, I was invited to make the first kind of podcast, but interview with people. It was rappers, musicians, and this was in November, December 2015 in Norwegian, and I was in deep grief. I was crying because our oldest son had committed suicide that summer. But doing the podcast and interviewing them, even though I was in the so much depth of grief, this lifted me. I went out of grieving and interview people, so I got a relief. So, and I didn't think I could manage it. He said, like, this feels hopeless. And then I met a man, a rapper, said, I will help you to meet a lot of other musicians so you can interview. And he helped me, and I did it, making 24 interviews. And that's the first time I made interviews. So it is actually 11 years ago. So this was my path, even though I didn't knew it. So it started with Norwegian for several years, interviewing people and making calendar 4 years in a row in English. So I did it, even though I thought, okay, I don't know what to talk about. I don't know. So, but if you just say yes, and the resources will show itself to you. So I have done it so many times, and the first time I did it in 2015, I interview people. In 2016, I did all the 24 interview with myself, choosing different teams. And then the year after, I interview people again. So I have done it myself and interview people. And I love being social and going deep, asking the deeper question. What is the meaning of life? Why are you here? What is, yeah, so the future is asking us to go deep. So I hope that you have listened to all what I have said, and that you take your time, take 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes to go deep, because this is so beneficial for you, because there are so many of us that kind of going in autopilot. And yes, moving, I know, because I wanted, moving, it feels, I hadn't expect that, because I wanted to live here all my life, but now I'm not attached to that. So I have said, okay, if I'm supposed to move to Italy or Spain or Uganda, I will do. So and I know that I will get all the resources I need when I say yes to this. But for August, I need to find out a lot more. So this is the invitation for you. Find out more about you, the deeper question that life asks you to step up to. when you lie on your deathbed, it's kind of, you know that you have a week or two more, and you know, thinking back, it's like, oh, I stopped myself because I thought that. That is, people regret things they didn't do. So do the thing you want to do, even though they fright you. They fright you because it is actually, when you go into your heart and your essence, it is important because it is your soul talking to you. So when I say the future is talking, it is actually also another term of this is your soul is talking to you. Your higher self, your God within is talking to you. The label of divine design is God within. So the God within is asking you to step up, and you will get all the resources. I have so much guidance and so much help, and I know that all of us have all this help if you just say yes. I wish you the best.